itself by it.
Alright, just a couple of open guard warm-ups here. We're one leg up, one leg down. This is a really common position we'll fight from. Hands on the inside. I'm going to just bring my feet forward and lean forward and pull my butt to my feet. Here, we can do it down the mat as a warm-up, switching sides, getting our hips moving and pulling. And then we can also do this backwards. So I'll lean onto my down leg. This is a little trickier. And I'm going to push my butt away with my feet like this. Yeah. Alright, so now we're going to do a drill to get the guy on bottom comfortable with pushing their opponent away with their feet. And I think that really is the whole purpose of this drill, is to just get used to pushing someone away with your feet. That's not something you're normally doing. So Josh is going to be running around me, kind of sidestepping, and his goal for the purpose of this drill is to touch my back. So if he walks around me trying to touch my back, and I'm going to move around, and I'm going to push him away with my feet. So he's walking around, shuffling around, and I'm just pushing him with my feet. Here. Just get used to pushing someone with your feet. You could try to just have one hand on the ground at a time, not both. But yeah, just getting used to pushing with your feet, not kicking him, pushing him with your feet. Got it? Yeah.
So I'm keeping him off of me, pushing with my feet here. And if he's not pushing into me and driving in and trying to break my guard down, if he's letting me actually push him back here, then there comes a point where you can just wrestle up. I push away, I come up into my single leg, and instead of actually going all the way through, maybe I just disengage that way and come back to my feet. Or he lets me push him that way and I just come up into the single leg and then finish the single leg, wrestling up from the bottom position.
Okay, so we're doing open guard, sitting open guard against a standing opponent. So sitting up open guard, standing opponent. And so the first thing that we're talking about is distance control. So if Josh can step his foot this close to me, with me not doing anything to him, this is way too close. Josh's goal, one of his good goals that he can do, is stepping this foot into the center of my legs. And if I let him be in a position to do that, he's immediately, this is a bad position for me. There's some moves you can do from here, but he is in an advantageous position. So he can cut his knees to either side, he can start passing from a knee cut or from other things, or back step, or lots of other things. So as I'm keeping my distance, I need to stop him from stepping in. And the way that I do that is by using a front foot, like a parry foot. So if his left leg is forward, my left leg is forward, and that's the foot that I want to parry with. If he switches legs, I also switch legs and parry with my front foot here. If he starts running around me, I need to use my hands to scoop my butt to keep him in front of me. So one hand down, back up a little bit, stand here. So my one hand that's down here, and I'm putting it to the side and helping me scoot as he's running to keep him in front of me and to block this. If he tries to step his foot in, I block with my foot here. And so, back up. So we're seeing he switches legs, I switch legs, he switches direction, I switch direction, blocking here, and then if I want to get in close now, that I can keep him away, I keep that blocking foot and wrap his knee, and then I slide my shin to shin, and get close. Here. So, again. So we're in here, keeping distance, I'm keeping distance. He starts stepping in, I block, grab the back of his knee so he can't back out. Shin slides in, and I get in close. And then from shin to shin, now we can start working our other moves. Okay, so now we're in the same position here, and this time Josh is going to take a step on the outside here, exposing the underneath. So whenever the underneath of his legs are exposed, I can hook under his foot here and start scooting myself underneath. So I can either grab either one of his legs and scoot myself underneath, and then I'm going to put my X guard hooks in. So the back hook goes high towards the crotch, the bottom hook down to the knee. I can wrap over this leg, or I can wrap under this leg, just widen your legs, to get underneath the X guard or over for the X guard. So whenever the opponent is here, I can start scooting underneath. So hook, hook, I start scooting my butt, I can put in my X guard hooks, and then switch to the side if I want to. Step, hook, grabbing, controlling, scooting my butt underneath, and then putting in my X guard hooks. Okay, so last time Josh took a step on this outside leg, take a step to expose the underneath, and then we took advantage of that by scooting under. We're stopping him from taking a step to the center. So the other way he can take a step with his foot is to that side. Not that way though, because that also exposes the underneath. So he can take a front step to that way with this leg. There. So one more time. So he's taking that step, take it slowly, back up a step, take it slow step. I'm going to hook his foot and try to make him take an extra step farther. So if we're here, take a slow step, don't fall down. So we're here, exposing his back. So he takes a step, I'm exposing his back here. And so now I can try to reach for his hip and scoot myself in here, and then start trying to take his back. So the way we're going to take it off of here is I X on the opposite side, and then I'm going to try to kick that leg out to sit him on his butt. And then I can start taking his back. So once again, I'm in this position. We were doing whatever, and he took a step that way, and I made him take an extra step. I reach for his hip. I can scoot myself in, X off the one side, kick it forward, sit him down, and then start taking his back. Once more, all the way.
All right, for this week's situational training, we're going to start one person standing, the other on their butt in this open guard that we've been playing. Distance control, the person on top is going to try to get around and keep on their feet, not go to their knees, but to keep attacking towards the guard. The other person is going to try to manage that control and then move to an X guard or taking the back like we've been doing for the week. If you get to the back or X guard, or if the person passes all the way around to your back from the top, reset and start over, and we'll do this for time.